What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the CrackPack. We are here in front of the base, and we are here for that, sort of. This will be the second time I've recorded an episode today. I did one earlier, and once again, Windows Movie Maker strikes again. One of these days, I'm going to learn that I need to just go ahead and get us a new program. But to start off, we'll get into this in just a minute. First off, our crew of miners. And I know y'all probably can't see it down there because it's awfully dark, but right down in there is Radio. Just sitting around. He's not doing anything. Matter of fact, none of them are working. Problem is, well, first off, I took off the other day to start looking for a desert. I found one off this way, which is one of the things we recorded in the last episode, and that didn't work. So we are going to go over there. As you can see, we've got a temple. Before I didn't have the stuff that we needed to do it, but I got some stuff together and we're ready to do that now. Now this is going to be our greenhouse. I spent an hour and a half, 2 hours recording this morning, trying to put together some blocks and stuff like that. We'll get into a little bit more of that because we're actually going to work on that as we go along here. What happens with computer craft? Anything that we have sitting around, or not sitting around, but working, like these guys down here, mining turtles, they stop working when you unload chunks, which is easily enough taken care of with FTB now, because you can now chunk load areas. Now, I didn't have enough of it chunk loaded. I thought I did, but I don't. And if you don't know how to chunk load an area, all you got to do is right click on it, or left click on it to claim it, and then hit control left click and it loads a chunk. So instead of having to actually put a chunk loader in here, we can just straight up load chunks. Okay, but I did that and it wasn't enough. The only one that ran was Variety because she was right in the middle. But also when I log out, since we're not on a server, we're just in a single player world, the same thing happens. They stop, I've got to go down, break them, bring them back up, and reset them in order to get them to work. So coming in here for an hour or two at a time is not going to do us a whole lot of good. But on the days that I have like a long recording session like I did earlier today, or as I just let this thing sit and run while I'm AFK, then it's okay. But we really going to have to get into the next stage, and that's going to be our Buildcraft Quarry, which I'm going to work this weekend of getting some diamonds and stuff together for that, and we should be able to hopefully get that going here pretty soon. Now I'm going to take with us this, and for the simple fact of, when we went out before, we went out and gathered some sand to make some glass with, and this is going to take a lot of glass to fill in. Now we're going to do some other designs. The front of it is probably going to stay about like this. I'm not sure yet. We might try to put some stained glass in this or something. But I've got, I learned that for some reason the carpenter's blocks and glass, and there's some other items with the carpenter's blocks that for some reason they just don't work in here. Now I've not tried it with, matter of fact, why don't we do that right quick before we take off? Let's see if it'll work with vanilla glass. Alright, there's that, and I don't have a piece of vanilla glass. I put it right there. Okay, so you can use vanilla glass on it, but you cannot use any of the other glass, which I don't want to use the vanilla glass because I just don't like the texture of it. I like the clear stuff, and with this we'll be able to look in and see all of our crops going. That's our plan. Now inside of this we have a aura node that I didn't know was there, and depending on exactly what it is and how big it is, we'll probably get rid of it. But I've got some plans here. We're going to set this area up. Part of it's going to be for growing crops, and then part of it is going to be just for breeding crops. With the agricraft stuff, you can plant it and it'll breed, and once you get them, like they start out as a 1-1-1 as far as speed and strength and stuff like that, as far as how they grow, and you can get them up to a 10-10-10. And when you do that, they don't take as long to grow, and you can get more from it. So that is kind of what our plan is with a lot of the stuff. We're going to just snag us some berries to take with us. We are going to head over to this but to this desert temple and see what we can get into here. Now, we need to change it to a bat, not a silverfish. And we are going to head that way. So I'm still looking, some research, trying to figure out how to tame some of these. I don't necessarily. Alright, and we're back. My recording sessions probably wouldn't be half as long if people wouldn't bother me on the phone. No, I'm just kidding. She can call me all she wants to. But I have yet to figure out how to tame these guys. These are they're hippocamps. I'm not exactly sure what they are, and I'm not sure exactly what they do, but I don't want to mess with them yet, especially not as a bat. As soon as we get some better armor and I can do a little bit of research, we will look into taming us a unicorn, one of those hippocamps, and a Pegasus. The unicorns seem to be very, very they spawn a lot. The Pegasus, not too awful much. Looks like the only place they spawn in is in the extreme hills area. So we are going to, I've got a couple of places that we're going to check out. We found a spawner, which I already got the spawner, but there is some chests in there that I wasn't able to get because I didn't have. We need to just go ahead right here and land. And get ready to take us a nap. Stuff is spawning all around us as we do it. Alright, we are good. We are going to have to work on coming out here and getting all this oil. We've got some oil that's pretty close to where we've been mining that. Alright. So, but yeah, I've got a spawner that I found. I broke the spawner. That's back to where we were going. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it shouldn't be too hard to find because it was one of those surface ones that are in the desert that when you fly by it you can see it. There is a lot of oil out here. So in this desert though, there are two villages, at least two that we have been to. If we pull up our map here, we've pretty much cleared out what desert there is. I've not been on the other side of the volcano to see if there's any more, but we will look into that. That you can see those. That is one of those roguelike dungeons. There's another one over here, and there's one here. So we're going to have to pretty soon start working on getting some of that stuff done. Like I said, there's a lot of loot. One of the other things we went over in the last episode, I'm watching that right there, I don't want none of those guys to spawn and come after me, are these cinder pearls. These cinder pearls are great. Basically what you can use them for is a way to get blaze powder. It saves a little bit of time and effort of having to go into the nether. So we're going to land here. We're going to get us into CJ form, which puts us in rare form. Bad joke. And we're going to see what we can get into in here. Oh, I do have torches right here. I'm not seeing anything on our map here, so we might be alright. We'll place us a dot in the middle, and let's go down without breaking anything. Now there's usually some pretty good loot inside of these. Let me get a torch placed up here. Alright, we are good to go. Gives us a pickaxe. We don't really need that. We don't need that. We can use the overgrowth seed. Oh, I like those. Oh, we got those. And I just made one of those. That I'm not sure what it is. And us a diamond. Or two. Oh, we froze up. There we go. Alright, so let us get this back up here. Now the Staff of Traveling, what it does is it kind of works as a ender pearl, whoops, with when it's charged up. It'll teleport you a certain distance, and it will also, if you place some the Ender IO travel anchors around, you can actually, let's get some cobblestone. Where's the way out? You can actually travel around the world. Or not around the world, but around, you know, you can set different spots up in around your base and use it as a way to get from one place to the next, which we will probably work on doing eventually. Alright, so we are going to head right here. We're going to eat us a tater. And I am going to spend the next little bit. We've got a spot right over here with a bunch of mobs. I love having a map. Shows you exactly where all your mobs are. Usually, I mean, it doesn't show you exactly which level, but if you know, usually what happens is you've got just they do the levels as chunks, but not like the same kind of chunks as what you have, like a 64 block chunk. It is, I forget how deep it is. I think they do it by levels of 10 or maybe 15 that you can, or that's what the map reads. So even if it shows, like where we're seeing all those mobs on the map right now, it might be, you know, in 10 or 15 blocks. And I heard an Enderman. We're going to put this stuff up. I don't really need that stuff, but we're going to hold on to all that. We did get this out of one of the villages. which is great because now we can get into some of our Thaumcraft stuff. I hear them. Oh. Let's put this down. Alright, so now we got us a shovel back. I really do think it's about time to start working on getting some better tools. Not necessarily for a hammer. We're only going to be using our stone hammer for just a short time. But our shovel, stuff like that, we will wind up going ahead and making, just a regular pickaxe, not regular pickaxe, but the pickaxe and stuff like that from Tinkers. Because we're going to get to the point where we're not going to be doing any mining pretty soon. Anybody that knows me and playing Minecraft, is the one thing that I hate to do. I hate mining, which makes absolutely no sense because that is what Minecraft is all about. So, but I tell you what, I'm going to spend some time here, finish getting what I can together of this, and then we will meet back up at home. So I will be right back. Alright, so we are back home. As you can see, this is going to be quite the big structure. My plan is to make a lot of great big structures. So we're going to get back into place this down here. We don't have any cobblestone to put in there. So my glass that I'm using is clear glass from Tinker's Construct. Now the only way that you can get this is by smelting sand here in the smeltery. So that is what we have been doing. Put all my sand in here. We'll go ahead and put that in there. And we will go back in here and place this stuff. Alright, there we go. Alright, so as far as plans for, we'll put that in there. We're not going to need it right now. We need some wood, and we need some more of this clear glass. Alright, so I forget exactly what we are across here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, and 10. So we're 24 across. I need to run beams down through here, so we break it up in fours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Math is not my forte or not my thing this late in the evening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go 7. And that should put us where we need to be. And we need our axe that we had, which is right here. We can do this up here. I need to go get some dirt. So this is actually chiseled marble. I don't remember exactly which chisel it is. We can look right quick because I've got some more. I tried to put some glass in the door, but they won't let you place the glass in the door either. Well, I guess you can with this. So there's some dirt. It is the carved marble. That is what we had there. Alright, so, and then also we've got, I put some, wanted to put something different down here as far as dirt-wise goes. Kind of make it look like it's been trodden down while we've gone in and out. And I went with the happy dirt. It looks like it's got footprints in it, but it's actually just the opposite of soul sand. And it's supposed to have smiles in it, but I don't really see them. Alright, so we are going to stair step up. Well, no, we're not going to stair step up. We're just going to go up. And we are going to eat us something right quick. So I don't know if there is a mod in here that makes it to where you go through a lot more food, you know, some kind of hunger mod or something like that. I really should look. Because it seems like I am running through food pretty quick. So, and that's one of the reasons why I've decided to go ahead and do this first, and it's one of the reasons why I'm not necessarily trying to get too fancy with this. We want to make, you know, why did that not go up there? We want to make a good looking building because we're going to have this around for a while, but at the same time, we are still fairly early game. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Wait, that's not going to be right. Oh. This isn't very smart to do either. Every time earlier today I smacked one of them with my hand, one of those little slimes come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Wait, what? Alright, I tell you what, give me just a minute. Let me get this lined up and go from there. So I will be right back. Oh, never mind. I had a brain fart there for a moment. I'm trying to figure out why we can't put 3 beams in there and we only broke it down into 3s, which should be alright. Because we will also have some cross beams going across this way. So we will still have a fairly sturdy structure here. It is just holding up glass, and most greenhouses aren't necessarily the sturdiest structures in the world. If anything comes through, you know, it's fairly easy to just blow one of them down. But I don't think we have to worry about a tornado or a big bad wolf, so we should be alright. And there's also not going to be a whole lot of weight placed on the top of this, so... Alright, so there is that part of it. Now, I have no idea how far along we are. We want to put some cross members in here. Oh, poo. See, there's one of those things. There's another one. And there's another one. I just think it doesn't like it when you break something and it's not using the right tool. Alright, so let's see how long we are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 blocks. Alright, so we are going to have to... We go every... I think if we go... See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do 10 that way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5, 6. And we'll do a double beam across the center, and I may actually do a double beam across the middle of this. Underneath it, yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, yeah, that'll work. Alright, so I'm going to get all these beams placed in right quick, and then I will bring you guys right back. Alright, we are back. I have got all the wood in here placed. I haven't completely decided whether or not I'm going to keep this the way it is and make it just one entrance or not. But for the most part, that's about what we're going to have going on here. Like I said, it's not going to be anything really fancy. But you know, sometimes certain structures don't have to necessarily be that way. And this actually, for what it is, we're going to put some, we're going to do some stuff to the outside, and we still got a lot of work to do on the inside, which is going to take away from this being just a square box. So it's, you know, I'm kind of at the stage now where I need to just work on getting, I don't know why I'm tearing that down because we're going to need it anyways, of getting the stuff together to fill in the glass. So between now and the next episode, that is what I'm going to do. And then the next episode will be when we get our crops and everything going on the inside. So, with that, we now have at least the frame of our first structure in here done. Yay! One of many we are going to have in this area. I'm waiting for the sun to go down so I can go to sleep. Get back away from the mobs down there. As you can see, there's where I've dug out with those mining turtles. It's nothing but mobs and those things. Which is why this is here, because not the one that Variety's in, the one that Billy is in, she didn't get very far. And I had gone kind of stair-step down the side of it to get in there, and I've had a few mobs getting all this out here set up and straightened up. I had a few mobs come up the stairs and get me, so I've closed this off for the moment. We don't have any use for it right now. So, but I think that's probably where we're going to go ahead and leave it. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to work on getting the glass together. It's going to take a lot of glass to do that. I'm not exactly sure what the return is on getting this glass. It really don't matter. We've got all the sand we could need, and I really love this clear glass. So I'm going to jump, and I'm going to work on finishing all of the glass. Next episode, we are going to hook up our water systems for in here, and hopefully get some plants planted. So we're in pretty good shape. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to get some mining done. I'm not sure if we're going to have any more, get any more episodes up this weekend. Radio has invited me to play Rising World I think it is what it's called, and so I'm probably going to wind up joining them with that this weekend. Not sure, but if I do, be looking for that on the channel, and then I'm going to see about getting some other stuff up. I am going to do a Project Ozone video, probably going to record it for tomorrow, right after I finish this. We are pretty close to being ready to get to our next set of quests, so Got a lot going on, and I have a short time to get it done in. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and leave it there. Our first building is coming along quite nicely. I'm happy with it. So, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.